Wicklow took to the field this afternoon with little or no support in the stands. Thousands of their loyal fans stayed away in protest at the movement of this fixture from Aughrim to Portlaoise. Kerry were their opponents today, no doubt eager to bounce back from their defeat to Cork last Sunday. Jim Carney was there in the wind and the rain for us.
After a game and a half at midfield, Kerry restore Seamus Moynihan to full back in a bid to improve their defence. That means Donald Daly resumes his old midfield partnership with Dara O'Shea. While up front, Dara O'Keneja and Colm Cooper are both switched to the inside line from the half-forward line, and conspicuously there's no Johnny Crowley. He's in the subs today. A big boost to John O'Leary's Wicklow this year is the return of experienced midfielder Fergus Daly, who took 2 years out of the game. The team is captained by right half-back Brendan O'Haney, a stalwart servant of the county. While up front, scoring stars include Trevor Doyle, Tommy Gill and full forward Anthony Nolan, who shot 1-8 last time out against London. Wicklow to play with the wind as Donegal referee Michael McGrath starts the game. First touch for Owen Brosnan, Kerry centre half forward. Nice ball in by Colm Cooper, but it's cut out. Now a second chance for Colm Cooper. Good ball to Noel Kennelly. Great block down. Now the left full back Thomas Burke did well there to stay in play, and he's won a free. 3 minutes of play gone, still scoreless as Paddy Dalton swings that one in. Fergus Daly was up. Tommy Gill with the point. Now I wonder, did he realise that he had a lot of room in front of him there? That was slack marking by Kerry, but a good score by Tommy Gill. Now Tommy Gill was missing, and he was missed. First time out in the Leinster Championship. He's back. Dara O'Keneja on the ball. Good support play, good running by Kerry. Now again, the field is opening up as Tomás O'Shea comes forward and drives the goal. Tomás O'Shea ungillt them. 5 minutes into the game, Wicklow a point on the board. But watch Tomás O'Shea go forward. His uncle Paddy used to love to do that. He kept going. He had the confidence to go for it. Good goal. Kerry lead by a goal. Well taken down by Donald Daly. This is a good partnership, O'Shea and Daly. They've resumed it, and Kerry will be glad of that. Sean O'Sullivan, nice turn. Kerry are finding a lot of space. Owen Brosnan, another goal. Well, not even 13 minutes gone, and Kerry have 2 goals on the board. Owen Brosnan coming through, but there was good passing, good build-up. Gary Jemison. Won by Owen Brosnan, going for his second goal. 3 goals inside 20 minutes for Kerry. 1 to Tomás O'Shea, 2 to Owen Brosnan. Well, this was very slack by Wicklow, and once they gave it away, Owen Brosnan was there to punish them. Anthony Nolan for Tommy Gill. Well taken by Tommy Gill. Off his right. It's not gone. Battling for it is Jonathan Behan. Ball hasn't really run his way all that much. Paddy Dalton shoots. Score for Wicklow. Good score too by Paddy Dalton. This is more like it by Wicklow. It's looking better for them now. They needed scores. They're getting scores. Now Paddy Dalton with that point, and coming up to half-time, it's the 33rd minute. This is going to do Wicklow a power of good. To Colm Cooper, free to Kerry. We're in time added on in this first half. Cooper spotted a man free. That man was Mike Frank Russell. Great goal! He's already got 3 points. Mike Frank Russell adding a pile driver goal to his 3 points. Now Colin Cooper, even in a very tight situation, had the skill to get out of it with a good pass. Oh, Robert Hollingsworth has to be decisive here. Thomas Burke to help. They've lost it. Nice tip up by Sean O'Sullivan. And he gets the breaking ball and puts it over the bar. Well, this is a good young footballer, Sean O'Sullivan. Got a good point in the first half. Now he's got one for himself in the second half. Stephen Cush and Paddy Dalton, but they're a long way from the Kerry goal. Barry Myrna. Won by Seamus Scanlon.
Go!
And another goal. Now Darrow Canadian that sent it in, looking for Kerry's 5th goal of the match, and Liam Hassett was in there. And Kerry had the finishing power. I just watched as this ball broke, and there was a punch. Nice passing. Jonathan Behan on to Paddy Dalton. This is good by Wicklow. This is very good. They've got to get a score. Now, oh, well saved by Declan O'Keefe again. This man's got a lot of pride, and even in a one-sided game, he wants to keep his net intact. Sean O'Sullivan plays it on to Owen Brosnan for Ian Twist or Johnny Crowley. Johnny Crowley against Gary Jemison. Strength of Johnny Crowley, a factor here. And it's only shooting practice now for Kerry. Barry O'Kinage at the score. Good pass, good work by Johnny Crowley, and O'Kinage puts it over the bar. Seamus Scanlon flicks it on for Sean O'Sullivan. Nicely done by O'Sullivan. He just injected a bit of pace into it again. Good play between Scanlon and O'Sullivan. Owen Brosnan puts it over the bar. 2 goals for Owen Brosnan in the first half, couple of good points in the second half. As we go 1 minute into time added on. Well, all the hard work was done by Scanlon and O'Sullivan, and Brosnan with the finish. Oh, he's floated it in well. Seamus Scanlon to come away with it. It's all over. Kerry move on. 5-15 to Wicklow's 7 points, the final score. You admired the spirit of your team, but it just wasn't enough.
Well, it's not enough. I mean, you hope that commitment will get you to a certain degree. At the end of the day, you know, you look back on the match and say, look, Kerry were far too skillful, much bigger, much physically, stronger team than we are. When you see them tugging out, and they just move the ball quicker thinking. You make a mistake, you get punished as the goal. So, and around the field, they're just quicker on the break. And my fellas, he's just trying to get them to learn the game. They're a very young team. Latin didn't play last year in the championship. This is their first championship run, so you just got to take lessons out of it. And that's the Guffin class that we have to try and bridge in some way.
Well, what Kerry's worth are this year has still to be established, but clearly too good for Wicklow this afternoon. Pat's not too much, I suppose, that we can really say about that match.
Not really. Can I just say, I mean, that was a monumental own goal by the GA today in fixing that game in Portlaoise. It was a PR disaster on the scales of fixing the Donegal game clashing with the World Cup. I've seen more atmosphere at funerals. There wasn't a soul in Portlaoise. Serious analysis of this game is both futile and a waste of time. It's like analysing West Germany against Saudi Arabia, Manchester United against Halifax Town. This was Kerry against arguably the worst team in the championship. Leitrim people, please take note. It was played as a stroll, like an afternoon stroll. It was like a race between an old Massey Ferguson and a Ferrari. You know the old Massey Ferguson is hard-working, it's reliable, and it'll eventually get you there, and that's Wicklow football. Kerry were playing at a different pace. They were yards ahead, two or three gears ahead of it. Look, it's a bit like CIE ran an ad early in the year. You know, it says not there yet, but getting there. Well, Kerry are still on the train, they're still on the track, but there's an awful lot of stops ahead. But at least they have a chance to regroup. They have a couple of more weeks to the qualifiers. And look, I'm a bit cranky. I've got the rant out of the way. I don't know what was the worst. Was it looking at that game or Tony's shirt early in the afternoon? It's close call.
Some respect for Wicklow. Tony's shirt was definitely the low point of the day. All right, next here on the programme, we come to our weekly competition. Mobile phone.